So we are already live. This time we did not have the 30-second thing. I think I forgot to click it. But good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. This is Elma, the Non-Tech Techie, and today I have Felipe Chavez, founder of Triplo.ai. Now, before I let Felipe talk, I just want to tell you that I've actually used Triplo for about 2 months now, maybe even 3 months. And the funny thing about it was Felipe was making a noise out of it, like telling everyone in his group LTD that, oh, triple, triple, triple. Like, what is he talking about? And and then they said, Elma, just try this, and it's just copy paste. It's easy. It's very simple to use. And then, okay, let me try it. And then I tell you, the moment I managed to use it, I managed to set it up. It's so easy to use, like especially for me. I'm a non-techie. I could never code. I could never do things like that. But when it comes to how easy it is to use Triplo and how it can assist me, it's just so great. Like I even use it for funny things like asking for recipes or asking what is the legal drinking age in a certain country because me and my family are planning to go on holidays this summer. So we are just checking, hey, is she allowed to drink on that in that particular place? So we are having fun. We are having a blast using it and it's just so easy to use. So okay, before I go ahead, I hope that you find this video useful. And if you could please subscribe to my channel or join our Facebook group, that would be great so that you don't miss out on our LTDs. Plus, we have a giveaway at the end of this live stream, which are 3 licenses for 3 machines, each license. Did I get it right? Yeah. Okay, so here's Felipe. Good afternoon, where you are, right? It's afternoon.
Yeah, I'm in Brazil. Very sunny day, beautiful day. Nice day to do a webinar with you. We know each other for quite a long time, but it's the first time we are in real time. I see your audience participating here. Thank you, every one of you, for joining us. This is an open space. You can ask anything you want. If you want to talk about my competitors, my vision of AI, about Triple and its history, what we do, how do we see the future, feel free. What someone, I believe, in the Preet said in the comments that he's here to learn. I'm also learning with you, and I encourage every one of you to participate and engage. This is really nice. Thank you, Elma, for inviting me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I usually start with this. So, Felipe, why did you create Triplo? So, what was your journey, and how did you come up with the idea? And by the way, I love the triple O, Triplo. The branding. It's just so cool. Everything.
Thank you. I'm a marketeer by profession, and I worked in some large companies for quite a while. But I'm always use it. I'm always into tech. I love the tech side of things. I was always the geekier of the team, the one automating things, and I really like the community of lifetime deals. So I have been around for a while. And when I started seeing or watching AI things, in the beginning, it was pretty much related to imagery. The beginning of visibility for AI was related to images. But then came ChatGPT and boom, my head exploded. I was like amazed with the creative and interesting things that we could do. And I'm not like a blog writer. I don't have a site with like long content and stuff like that. But I am a professional, back office professional by profession. So I'm always looking for productivity and doing more things, quite creative also. So I decided to play with it and try to bring that AI APIs to my desktop. And I did it in such a way where I could do it anywhere. So I found this tricky UX where you copy the triple O and that triggers the AI and then you get the reply. And I shared this in my group on LTD, and Rami, which now is my partner, saw it and sent me a message and said, well, that's pretty interesting. I like that quite a lot. And he's a developer, a long time developer with a company established in Turkey, um, with lots of like great softwares like Web and What Toolbox now. And he said, "Let's." I just said him, "Let's do it. I just want to bring this alive." And then Triple was born. We at that time, I'm not sure if let's call it Triple already. I believe so because I was using that weird domain triple.oo, which still exists, and we registered the trademark and we started developing, and then things grew quite a lot. They are quite capable developers. They do it fastly in a creative way, and we are bringing some innovation to the space, so pretty happy with
Nice.
it.
Yeah, it sounds good. And okay, actually, there is a question now about you mentioned Elbrus, the Turkish company
Yeah.
that is doing your that is developing Triplo. Now, the question is, you said that the code was developed by another company. Do they have full access to the source code?
Oh, it's slightly different. You may think of me as the one that had the idea, but Triplo.ai is a product of Elbrus. I'm not a coder. I'm a businessman. I like the trade of software, but I could not move this forward because all I had was a Bash script running in my Linux, and this was my sort of MVP. But now it's an Elbrus product. We are partners, so they do have access to the full code of. And I don't have a clue on the code of Triple as is today. I don't understand coding. This is this is not
Okay, so the
my
two of us
business.
are the same. We are non-techies and we
Yeah,
love tech.
yeah.
Exactly. So we are in the same tribe. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so we will. Okay, so just to let everybody know that in the end we have a giveaway, right? And in
Yeah.
that giveaway, Felipe is going to show us how to use Triplo to choose the giveaway winners. All right.
Oh, okay. So first of all, let me put everyone in the same page and explain to you
Mm-hmm.
what is Triplo. Uh, Up to now, or a couple of months ago, everyone sees content generation and AI as a whole as something to write like blog posts and built-in content or textual content. The difference that on approach on AI that we took is that we see AI as a sort of a genie that can help you doing more, being more productive. And this can be used to write better blog posts, but also can be used to find the right Google Sheet formulas, or to select the right people out of a list, or to reply emails, or to anything. And this somehow came with ChatGPT. And to be fair, I love the tool. ChatGPT is amazing. But if I am focused and I'm trying to be more productive and I'm trying to save time and doing things faster in a better shape, I felt that there was this missing space where you have this tool ready for you, ready for your prompts anywhere you are on your OS. I don't want to be locked on the browser. I want to use Triple while reading a contract, a legal contract with a partner. I want to use AI to translate things that I don't understand. Maybe I'm writing for a French guy, and well, I don't have a clue on French, although I speak a Latin language. But if I wanted to do that, I don't want to jump back to my browser and see that Facebook popping up and searching Google to find a better way to translate or to evaluate something. And this is exactly why AAA was built. I wanted to have AI accessible anywhere for anything on my OS. When Elbrus came along, they said we can do it for mobile also. And then we launched the Android application, and now we have um, iOS application also. So we have a wide coverage of operational systems, and we allow you to prompt AI anywhere you are. So this is the core concept, maybe the unique selling proposition of AAA. And what I have to share with you are some like clever and interesting use cases of Triplo. but I want you to feel comfortable to ask whatever you want on the chat, and if you want me to share some use cases specifically, some specific use cases, just share it there, and I'll do my best. Okay. So I was talking with Elma about the way I would select the winners for the prize, and what I could do with Triplo.ai, I could jump into. Oh, I missed my link. Okay, let me try to
Oh,
get back here. No problem.
okay.
I just need an example of a link with. Oh, let me share my screen. I'm sorry. Share my screen here. I'm sharing my entire screen. So if you see something that you should not, just ignore. And I'm browsing through. Oh, here it is. I'm browsing through the group, the Non-Techie, and I see here the Star Scraper IO Live, and I heard that uh, there were prizes for it. And if I see, if we scroll here, we have all the answers of the uh, participants. We could just with Triplo.ai, we could just select them all and set a rule, for example. And I would use, I'm bringing Triplo.ai to the screen with a hotkey, and I'll say context. And here I'm allowing Triplo to read what I selected. And I'll say, these are comments on a Facebook post about a webinar. Please select two winners of prizes based on their participation and engagement. Once selected, uh, explain why you chose them. Oh, sorry, I just hit the wrong button. Let me write it again. Uh, these are comments on a Facebook post of the webinar. Select two participants to win prizes based on their engagement and participation. Explain why you chose them. And then I'll trigger AI, and it will read the comments and come back with the two winners and tell us why did it choose them. So this is an interesting use case because you're picking lots of, oh, come on, it failed. I'm sorry.
Oh,
This happened.
let's do it again. No worries. You
Okay,
can.
let me do it again. And I'll try to write in a simple way so I don't waste your time. So it's context, and I want select two winners of prizes on the comments.
Okay, guys,
Is it?
while Felipe is typing, you can ask your questions and then we can use that as a use case.
Let's see. Demo time. This happens.
It's going to work.
So this is explaining. This is a nice use case of AI because you're picking a mass of. Oh, here we have based on the engagement and participation. I would select Asif Ring and SK Naya as winners of the prizes. Asif actively participating, asking multiple questions related to the topic and engaging in the conversation. SK Naya also actively participated, making comments, showing enthusiasm in the giveaway, and also making jokes. Both showed genuine interest on the topic and contributed to the discussion. So these that was the how can I say, the pattern that I decided for the winners. But you can elaborate on that. You can try to, for example, say avoid those with foolish comments. You can say avoid those that are not adding to the conversation, and you can build something. better for this particular use case. The thing is, whatever you are using your desktop, your computer, you can bring Triplo alive and ask whatever you want. And if you don't know exactly what you want as a reply, you can use our smart prompts. And if you're like rushing and to translate something in the middle of a meeting, you can bring it and say, translate this for me or defend this point of view for me. And it's always there. And this is quite powerful. And Elma testimonial in the beginning of the webinar shows quite a lot what we feel. It's kind of hard to explain to our users, our leads, what we do, because it's so simple and it's so ready to be used, but it depends on your prompts and your questions and the quality of your prompt. That sometimes it's kind of hard to say, well, ask whatever you want, just play with it. And once you get along with it, it's sort of addictive. I can't live with it anymore.
Oh, me,
If
me
we
too. I use it every day.
it's a sort of an addiction, and sometimes you're doing like simple things. I wrote an email yesterday and I said, it just doesn't sound very good. And I threw it into a smart prompt called imp, which improves the quality of written English in this case. And it felt so smooth. And I was like comfortable sharing this with a partner and so on. So that's Triple.
Okay, now Triplo is available for different applications. So is the app locally installed and Mac OS and Windows compatible? So that's a question. So we answer that.
Perfect. Eddie, nice to see you here. Yes, it is. Triplo is a client. Technically, it's a client, so an app that you install on your operating system. Uh, so it's an app for Mac OS, for Windows, for Linux, for Android, and iOS. The importance of it is that it runs above browsers, for example. So what's the key difference? When you're like using an extension on Chrome, it's limited to see and to perceive and to act within the browser. And when you have a client, it can run anywhere on your OS. So if you're using, for example, Word or PowerPoint or SAP or whatever you want, you can bring Triple alive and generate insights and content for you. And thanks for the question.
Okay, thank you too. Let's see the next one. Okay, there's a question here from Tuhin. I don't really understand. Can we use for generating codes? What languages it support? It supports in that case. So what languages does Triplo support in that case?
Yeah, that's a good question to him. It's not like Codex specifically trained for generating codes, but it indeed can generate codes. I'm not really sure about WHT extension. I'm not a coder, but what I can tell you, and we have some examples on our
Oh,
YouTube
it's not an
channel.
extension. I think what languages it supports.
Okay, uh,
Okay,
okay,
I
so
don't even know a WH extension. No worries.
but we have some examples on our YouTube channel, and I use it quite a lot. For example, I had to reinstall everything on my computer, and I found out that I had this massive, really massive download folder. But I know that there are lots of important things that I shouldn't miss, and I asked Triple to create a bash code to organize my downloads folder, sending files for each subdirectory. So, like putting all the PDFs together, all the images together, and I just created it and ran, and it's solved it. So, if you have any specific needs, and if you're on your IDE, for example, programming, you can bring Triple Alive and ask for a particular piece of your code, a process, whatever you want. It's we are kind of obsessive with this anything. You can ask anything for Triple.
Right. You know what? I even asked Triplo our Google Sheets formula because I came from Excel, and
Yeah,
I'm not very familiar with Google Sheets and how the formula work on Google Sheets. And Triplo has been amazing on that. Okay.
yeah,
Next is it already possible to seek history between multiple devices?
that's a good question. We have been receiving quite a lot of this demand. We don't have yet a Teams feature, which is something related to this. So for now, each device is a standalone island. So uh, each device doesn't see the rest of the key or the other devices in the same account. So it's single now. But we'll develop something and allow either teams or users to sync story and logs between and smart prompts also between devices. This is on the line of development.
Okay. And seeing what you're showcasing, I think it can summarize any web content just by selecting text and then prompt for summary.
Sure, you can. Let me share my screen again with you. I have done this quite
Okay.
a lot, answering users' questions, because sometimes someone come and say something pretty simple like, "Okay, so what's the USP of AAA?" Oh, much easier than doing anything. And let me just activate something here. Oh, sorry, it's here. Screen key, so you can see my. Let me see if. Oh, yes, it is. Now you can see what I'm typing. Just let me minimize it here. So what I do is I jump into Triplo.ai page, I bring Triplo.ai live, and I use like context, which is my go-to now, and I say, what's the USB of Triplo.ai? And then it will carry all the content of our web page and hopefully, at least doing the demo, it will
It
return us
works.
with the USB of AAA. And I have been using this quite a lot. Oh yeah, the USP of AAAI's unique selling proposition is the ability to provide quick and easy access to a wide range of AI features. So it's explaining. What I have been doing quite a lot to share with you is, for example, I stumble on a new deal on AppSumo, and I don't want to like read all that crap again. And I select everything and get here and say context. What are the? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong thing. Context. What are the key features of Publicio? And it will read the page and come with the key things. So I have been using this, for example, to evaluate reviews and lots of things. And just to so you be sure, I'm selecting the whole page here. Sometimes I select just a bit of it and just the part that interests me, the reviews, the answers, and this kind of stuff. So it's we are still limited by the number of tokens of OpenAI. I'm using, in this case, GPT 3.5, so 8,000 tokens to return and prompt. So we're somehow limited in the amount of content that we're injecting. But it works. And the answer is the straight answer is yes, we can use Triplo to summarize pages and deal with them. Elma, I'll leave my
Oh,
screen shared. If you want, we can switch back, so it's better for
all right. Just
questions.
leave it there, and I will put it back
Okay,
when we have to share it back. Okay. And
cool.
from Steve, so he is in one of the beta test groups, and Triplo is a pretty slick tool. Need to learn how to use it better. And yes, today we are showing it to you. Thanks so much, Steve. And from Jean, the app looks updated, nice, and yes, Triplo has an update actually today. So and it
Yeah.
automatically updates whenever there's a new update. Okay, the next question is: can we collect comments from Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, or any other social
That's a
media?
that's a great question. So a couple of things that I want to highlight here. The first one, uh, Triplo is the workhorse for you. So whatever you want to build, the insights that you want to generate, and the content that you're building, we strongly advise you to review it. At the stage where we are today with OpenAI, um, it can just hallucinate and spit out bad content in a good shape. So we strongly believe that the power behind Triple is you. You are the one that understands the quality of what's being generated. So just to highlight that. The second important thing is that AAA is not an automation tool by itself. It cannot jump into pages and collect anything or grab information. And there's a strong reason for that. We put you, the user, in the most powerful position. So you must select the things that you want to share with Triplo. We're quite careful with privacy and these matters. So it only knows the things that you selected and you sent for Triplo. If you don't trigger Triplo, it won't read absolutely anything from your system, not your keystrokes, not the things you're selecting, anything. So the answer, it cannot collect comments from Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, or anything. It does not collect anything from your OS.
Okay, thank you. And from Sujit said, Sujit, this is fantastic.
I
Yes, I
agree.
agree. And this is a good case. Like I believe Poonam was mentioning about the context earlier for picking giveaway winners. Winners, yeah, it is. And this is awesome. Yes, Leo, I told you before, this is really good. I've been telling everyone in the group, but the concept of how to use Triplo is really difficult to imagine. Even me myself had a difficulty understanding. Elma is just copy paste. What do you mean copy paste? I copy paste every day, but not the one that you're thinking.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me maybe some of them doesn't know about this sort of
Ah,
hardcore mode of using Triplo.ai. So switch
okay.
back
Let's
to my
show that.
screen and let me share with them. So guys, until now, all you saw, and let me create a new page here. All you saw was me bringing Triple with the bar, this sort of spotlight bar. But Triple was born in a different way because what I was trying to achieve was I want to use AI whenever I want. I was on my OS. And let's say I'm on a notepad. What I imagined was I could use a trigger, and in my case, it's triple O, and then put my prompt and say, what are the things that I should do to get smarter, let's say. And I wanted to trigger AI directly from my notepad in this case. And what you can do, you can select the whole content and then copy it. And then you see here, this is a small dot that changed color. This is an indicator of AAA. And once it turns green again, it will show me that the reply came from OpenAI. So it's a bit slower than usual. I don't know exactly why, but um,
Maybe a lot of people are using OpenAI right now.
oh yes, it can be. But see,
Yeah.
oh, because the answer was quite long, and what Triple does, it throws back the answer to your clipboard. So I just needed to paste it here. So now I have the answer from OpenAI, from AI, on how to get smarter. And let's say I got this content and I want to turn this into, let's say, a blog post. I could get here and say structure uh, me a blog post based on this title. And I'm not selecting anything here because I just want you to uh, know. And I would copy and notice that when I hit copy, the dot will change color. And then it's triggering AI to reply me with or to generate a blog post, a structure of a blog post based on this particular topic or title in this case. And it will come back to me with this content. And then I'll be able to evaluate and then develop this. So this is the way I first imagined Triple. And I know people like windows and bars and inputs and this kind of stuff, but depending on what you're doing, you can create a ton of content in a very seamless way because you're highly focused here. You are working directly, and this is the blog post it returned me. I was expecting because my prompt was not that narrow, but it returned me have the content of the blog post. And let's say, okay, I'm working on this and I don't like this particular paragraph. I want to improve it. So I want better vocabulary or better grammar, or I want to change it to another language, let's say. What I'm using here, I'm using a smart prompt. This imp that you see here is a smart prompt, and I can get to it and do the very same thing. I can copy it, it will trigger the AI, and then we'll run the improvement of the vocabulary, language, whatever it is, and I'll just paste it there. So, th- see, this is a sort of cycle of prompts that I'm running that is quite productive when you get used to it because you're working straight on the thing that matters, your content in this case, but could be a Facebook presentation. Oh, it turned it to another language, but okay. Sometimes it does this sort of weird things. This is the key thing. You can use Triplo and trigger it directly, not only using the bar, but also when you're on the software that you're using. And guess what? It works across all of the OSs. We are not in the very same level on mobile, but it's always there on mobile. For you to know, Triplo.ai is on the notification bar of Android and iOS. So let's say you're on Facebook and you want to reply someone, you can copy the original message and then swipe down, throw into Triple and ask for like a reply for that particular thing, or to translate something, or to do whatever you want.
Right. And Triplo has a lot of smart prompts built in. Hundreds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Is
we
it?
have
Yeah.
we have a 70 plus on these regular use cases, and I'm guilty for that because I should have been developing more smart prompts, but I was focusing on context and awareness and selection. And we also can translate directly between 237 languages and dialects, and it's as simple as adding this smart prompt to and the code of the language. So if I have a content in English and I want to translate this to French, I would trigger triple and say to FR, so to French, and the content that I have, and to any language. So I tried this into several different Spanish accents. So Spanish from Colombia, Spanish from Argentina, from Spain, from Mexico. These ones I know, and it was fairly good. Also English. For example, if you say guy in the US, it turns out into mate in uh, UK.
Australia.
Yeah, so these nuances or sayings or um, like uh, regionalities are considered by AI. So the translation sometimes is very, very interesting, much better than Google Translate, I'm sure. And you can do it right away. You're using it.
Cool. It's really good. So have you already tested it with an RPA tool like RoboMotion? Because it looks like there is a lot of possibility for automation without API.
I won't make it easier for my competitors. The I can't answer that. I'm sorry.
Okay, you have the right not to answer it. No worries. This app is powerful. It will really make life simple and make our professional life easy. Definitely. Does it sync usage behavior across devices? We've answered that earlier, but we'll answer it again.
Yeah.
Please, Felipe.
Until now, no. But we're working on it.
Oh, what is this? Can we create our own prompt?
Oh, that's very good. We yet to release that. We're calling this custom smart prompts. But the thing is, and to be quite open to you that's interested on Triple, we grew much faster than we were expecting. So we have some things in the back end to be solved. So it's snappier and more stable and allows us to like do this next step of building more things on top of it, and we are actually doing it now. So we'll take like a couple of weeks for us to set up back end things, and then custom smart prompts is the next one on the line. So allowing you to set your own smart prompts and be more productive and do more is the next thing that we'll release.
Cool. And have you added history?
Same thing, same case. So logging custom smart prompts and sharing between devices are the next things we're developing. No,
Can this be white labeled?
you cannot have a white label. You can
Okay.
buy as many licenses as you want. If you want to resell it, I'm good with it. Some of you know that I have been reselling here and there, but we don't allow white labeling.
Okay. Is this using GPT 3.5 or 4?
Cool. Triplo.ai relies on your API key, so you're using your own OpenAI API, and it depends on the models that you have available for yourself. So I have GPT-4, I can use it on Triplo.ai. If you don't, you won't be able to select it.
Okay. Can we have custom prompts? So that's the question already earlier that you've answered.
We'll
Can we
have it.
upload our data to make it learn on our business case
Yeah.
study?
That's a good question. This particular feature of AI is called embedding, where you can sort of train the AI using your files. We don't have this yet on AI. The best we have now is this context thing that I shared with you, where you can select the amount of text that is in the same context of what you're generating. So if you're answering an email, you can select the whole thread of emails to be considered when AI is acting to generate a reply. When you're, for example, evaluating a web page, you say that you share the content of the web page, and you can ask, in my case, that anything about Triplo because it's on the web page, so it can work on it. So this is a sort of short memory, a small embedding, but you cannot upload files up to now. It's a very rich
Mm,
feature. We'll probably have this in the future, but it's not on the roadmap for the short term, just to be fair.
okay. Thanks for uh, setting the expectation. For managing our expectation, can I train or teach Triplo to generate some workable codes?
Yeah, the word train here is enough for me to say no. Training is embedding what I just explained. So
Mhm.
when you stumble into an app that's able to consider an amount of data, documents, PDFs, files, and you're training it to understand, for example, your service and the things that you do, your processes and this kind of stuff, you're actually running this embedding feature of OpenAI, and we don't have it yet.
All right. Yes, having the ability to work as a team is great, and that is coming in the future. Interpret, I need a bit more specifics here. Can we collect data from Facebook, YouTube, like we are doing live using wave video and restream? I'm not exactly sure what data you want to collect. So if you could please let me know the specifics,
Let me
that
try
would
to
be
help
great.
here.
Okay.
If you, this depends on what you consider collecting. If collecting is the being able to select the content and use it on content generation insights, yes, you can. We just did that. You can select the comments or a web page or a part of a contract and use AI to reason over that. But if you consider collecting something, let's say, go for that page and extract all the comments of the users. For now, you can't. Now,
Okay. I actually Interpret answered, and he said it's about GDPR compliance.
oh, uh, you're talking about privacy then. So now I'm
Right.
confused. I'm
So
sort
it's
of
a bit
confused.
different. Um, I'm actually not sure as well. Okay, like for example, I'm using Wave right now, and I can see who are watching, how many people are watching, and then at the end of the live stream, I get an email from Wave. Okay, like 80% of your viewers are coming from Facebook, from this particular group. 10% coming from this Facebook page. This is coming from YouTube. So stuff like that I see. But when it comes to the private details of who is actually watching the live stream, I don't have that information. So whatever I have here is kept here.
Elma, there's a good question here.
Hmm.
Sooner or later, Google,
Oh yeah,
Microsoft, Apple
this is
will
the next
probably
one.
grow. That's good. Oh, this
Yeah,
is
that's
a
pretty
fairly
good.
good question. And of course, I saw the Copilot announcement yesterday, or I don't know, a couple of days ago. And it's amazing and it's all good. You can, I'm 100% sure that Microsoft will do some amazing things with integration of Copilot and AI into their Windows platform. Note, it's restricted to Windows 11. You probably gotta have an official Office suite for it to work that way. And I'm not trying to diminish anything here. It's good that we have some of these huge competitors, and I don't actually mean to compete with them. What Triple will do is be much smarter than them. So we can work across platforms. This is one of interesting things. We can select models from anything, anyone. So let's say, do you expect Microsoft to launch Midjourney on it, or will they launch something that or allow you to use Bard if it gets much better than OpenAI? So we're free to select whatever we want and move in our own pace. And this is kind of interesting. The next thing is that, which I believe is important, sometimes these large companies makes their UX in a way that is convenient for them. So let's say now, and I haven't tried because I don't even have Windows now, but okay, I haven't tried the Copilot on Windows 11. But let's say it just allows you to read things coming from Edge or their Office suite and not from another browser, for example. And you use like Google browser, Google Chrome quite a while. So the key things here are okay, we'll have to live with it. And I expect anyone to launch their own AI things. Everyone is doing that. Maybe it will take longer for the Apple guys. Maybe the Linux guys will be more techy. We are finding a space that's interesting because we're simple, faster, and we can integrate anything that we want. That's the key thing here.
Okay. Okay, so the next question is Steve is looking for tips to use Triplo to answer emails for him.
That's great, Steve. I'll record something specifically for you and share later on doing more with Triple.
Okay, that would be really nice. Let's
Because
see.
this is interesting for everyone, so it's better sharing with
Yes,
the whole audience.
that would be nice. And yes, this could make us pretty lazy and addicted, bro. Yeah, that is so true. I already said that from the beginning. It's addictive. Okay,
Let me share
next.
a thought
Hmm.
here, because this is really nice. Someone asked me yesterday, how do I see Triple and all these kind of predictive
Hmm.
related things. uh, the way we build Triple is as a metaphor. You could use like contractors and the engineer on when building a house. Uh, you are the engineer now, and you got lots of contractors to do the heavy lift for you. If you do give them the right orders, they will be amazing. They will build the best walls and put the best roof, the best way, the best possible way of doing things. Do you think the engineer is not working? Of course he is. You won't be lazier, and you won't be like delivering things just because AI is generating. But you have more time to do like better things, to shape your things better. And I agree with you. You can get pretty lazy with these things, but what I'm feeling using Triple for like 3 months or something is that I'm able to do more, and then of course, I have some spare time to do better things, to create new products, to sell more things, to talk to other people. So it's allowing me to have somehow being comfortable that I'm doing more without spending more time. So it's amazing. And of course, I'm not doing that boring thing of answering like foolish emails that you would like to answer no, but you can't. You got to like create a polished and a very well written email because you're talking to someone which is the president of something. So it can makes things easier in a sense. But I'm doing more. I'm not lazy, and you won't be also.
It is addictive, but I don't think you'll get lazy because you will be the brains of Triplo. In fact, okay, so it just how do you call that? Like you give it a command and it follows whatever you are saying.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Now Aaron Soa is saying that he's asking for history sync because okay, the question is quite long and I need to read it from another screen. Okay, because I used to send most interesting things I browse or find online inside a journal app. So at the end of the day, it would help me summarize my today or give me some insights or key things to remember or learn.
Yeah, this is a wider topic on AI in general, and this is not just related to triple AI. Remember, we are limited by the number of tokens that AI can understand. And as for now, there are 8,000 tokens in general. I don't know anyone that has access to a larger model like 32,000 tokens per call. So, whatever you want to uh, consider on your prompt must fit into 8,000 prompts. And just to switch from tokens to a normal language, this would be 6,000 words. So anything above 6,000 words won't be considered. And these are the common errors that you get on ChatGPT if you try like very long content. So what I'm telling you, no matter if you have like a ton of content on a journal, it will consider only the first 8,000 or so. I believe for prompting 4,000. So this is the limitation. What's good? There's some new players coming with like much larger prompt tokens per prompt. Claude, I believe, has 65,000. There's another one with 100,000. And the trend is that in the near future, we'll have like models that will allow us to have larger number of tokens per call. What's good about that? You'll be able to put everything you need to be considered in a single call, and then things will get easier for your particular use case.
Okay, let's see the next one. How accurate is the language translation? So here, as if it's specifically asking for Chinese.
Okay, I don't know. Let's try it. Let's
Okay, I'll share the screen.
switch back to my page,
Yeah.
and can I comment here?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
I think so.
so can you? Oh, okay, you can see my page. So let me select a piece of text here, and I'll bring triple and I'll say to CN, I believe this is to Catalanos. Oh, let's do Chinese. Translate to Chinese, to ZH, and I'll say selection, which is another way of using this thing. And I won't be able to judge it, but I'll share this review in the comments or in the page, Facebook page, and then you tell me. I hope this is good enough for you. I believe it will be good.
Right. Actually, I've been using Triplo as the O with the OOO trigger. Where can I find a list of those short
Oh,
codes that you have?
I'll get to you. Just spare me a second because
Right.
I want to share
Sure.
this here. And where's the announcement of the?
You have to go to. Okay, please go back to the
Oh,
Facebook
I'm on the
page.
live chat. I don't know if I can
Okay.
share it here directly on the live chat. I can't.
Cannot? Okay. Um,
I'll
sorry about
post
that.
on the group. So
Yeah,
will be
just
a
put on the
post and
group.
then you delete it.
Yeah.
Okay. Regarding the smart prompts, we have a sort of documentation on smart prompts, and they are all listed here. And I'm using Spread Simple because I love lifetime deals also. And here you can search. So let's say I want to do something related to leads, and we have code, which is a smart prompt that suggests a sequence of 5 emails for cold emailing or leads, which is something I find very interesting. If you're going to talk about, if you're going to talk to a lead, let's say you're doing a meeting with someone you don't know quite well, you can use it for like generating ideas of topics that should be relevant for this particular lead. So you describe the lead. Uh, and if you click it here, it will show you an example on how to prompt. So in this case, leads, and you tell what you do and what the other side does, the lead, and it will give you a list of 5 things that you should explore in this like code conversation. So it's pretty neat.
Okay, okay. Something is wrong with my screen. Let me just show myself. And I cannot see anything. Okay, anyway, I can hear you perfectly. All right.
You can turn off my screen sharing. So let's answer the questions. It's better, I believe.
Okay. Can you see the two of us only, or you still see your screen?
I can see you too.
Okay. That's weird. Okay, because I can't see anything now. That's really strange. All right. Okay, somebody's asking this question. Can we enable shortcuts for few repetitive operations like rewrite, expand, etc.?
You can use the smart prompts for this sort of thing. So rewriting has it, expanding has it. So we have the sort of basic deck of smart prompts, and soon you'll be able to create your own smart prompt. So if you want in the near future to call rewrite RW, you have it. But direct hotkeys for that, we don't intend to do. Uh, I see one of the key things for me is being as simple as possible regarding the UI itself. So I don't want to have like a ton of possibilities of or configurations or creating tons of hotkeys or special commands or stuff like that. So it will always be something related, at least until second order, related to the smart prompts usage, and will work fine, I'm sure.
Okay, and all right. So this is asking about how to compare Triplo with another app called Voila that is currently on AppSumo. And I don't have a personal comment on this one because I haven't used Voila.
Yeah, I didn't also. I took the decision of not like playing with competitors because, first of all, what interests me is what you're asking me, my users. And we have quite a strong and engaged group of betas and users, and I'm hearing them quite well. Of course, I have been playing with the AppSumo page to read. The main thing that I can tell you without even trying Voila is that you're locked on the browser, right? So with Triple, you can do whatever you want. So you're outside of the browser, inside of the browser, in Google Sheets, in PowerPoints, in whatever it is. This is the key thing. The second thing is that once you're in the browser, uh, in my humble opinion, you tend to be distracted with lots of tabs and lots of stuff. So it's easier for me to see Triple being more of a productivity tool than maybe a content generation thing. But I can't comment on details on Voila. And to be fair, I hope they do very well on AppSumo. I stopped it like trailing or tracking the results, but I hope they're doing quite well, and I believe they're doing and will do well too. And it's Triplo, not Tripolo. Okay.
It's Triplo, yeah. Triplo. All right. Okay.
I I know it
So
sounds
earlier,
common.
yeah,
No,
triple.
just a comment about the name because I know it sounds very easy for the western side of the world, but at the eastern, I'm not 100% sure. But it's Triplo.
Okay, got it. So they want to see how to use these templates that you have.
Okay, let's do it. Um,
But actually, there is something wrong with my computer right now. I don't know what will happen if I refresh the Wave Video tab.
no, don't do it. I think we'll drop
Okay.
all of us. Don't do it.
Oh my God. Okay, then
You're
because
blind.
I am a
Okay.
bit stuck.
Can
Yeah.
you share my screen? Okay.
Yes, I'm sharing it now.
So there you go. Let me explain it in the shortest possible way here. So if I hit the hotkey to bring triple bar, it's there. And if I start writing anything, let's say email, it will suggest me the smart prompts that have email related to it. So, for example, if I say delegation, and then you have to know what to put after that. But in this case, this smart prompt is about delegating tasks for someone. And I'll do prepare PowerPoint presentation for the sales um, meeting next week. And then what it will do, it will bring the smart prompt, which is called delegate, and use its prompt to build, I believe in this case it's an email, uh, to guide someone to prepare the presentation for the sales meeting that will happen next week. And you see the content here. This is the simplest possible way of um, typing less. Also, dear, oh, it's an email. Dear, whatever. I hope this email finds you well. I would like to delegate you a task of preparing PowerPoint presentation for the sales meeting. Below are the tasks that needs to be completed in order to create a successful presentation. Research the topic to be presented, do appropriated things. This is one smart prompt. But the key thing in, let's say, rewrite, uh, rewrite, oh, I believe it's rephraser that we call rephraser. Oh, yeah. So if you're looking for a rephraser, you could use a smart prompt for a long rephrase, for a professional rephrase, the general rephraser, a rephraser that turns things funnier, or short rephrase. And you would just select it here and put whatever you want to be rephrased. Can you show how to use these templates? I don't know what will come. Oh, I'm sorry. I just typed the wrong thing. Rephrase, funny, and sorry. Uh, can you show how to use these templates? And let's see what it will bring. But it's now rephrasing this particular sentence into um, something funnier, and it makes no sense. So, hey, can you give me a quick tutorial on how to make these templates sing and dance? So, it's just one of those AI hallucinations that uh, doesn't work quite well. But rephrase funny is also not really that useful.
Okay.
But this is the way to
So
trigger smart prompts. This is the important thing.
you'll still have a lot of trial and error for those that are not in the library of smart prompts. But it can be done. Okay, like you can find your own prompt that works for you. All right. So okay, this is actually funny because I'm watching via YouTube and not via wave video right now. So I have a lag. Okay. Right. Okay. So there's another question or suggestion from Aaron Soa. Being able to use commands like with Slack will be very helpful. And where can we find the list of smart prompts or the short codes? I don't know how you call that
A
when
smart
you have
prompt.
this slash slash.
Oh,
Right.
I don't know. I don't know exactly how slash comments works. Um,
Yeah.
I don't just don't know. So
Because you
that's the
have
way.
this earlier, right? You have this double slash context double slash. So do you have a lot of those codes or shortcuts?
Yeah, we use it this because this is different in nature from the smart prompts, because smart prompts are sort of pre prompts, and in this case, we're dealing with content. So context is in the end content that you selected. So it's something that we are creating and accommodating. But I'm not really a Slack user, but I'll try it and check. And if makes sense, this is the good side of being an early startup. We can change pretty much anything if we find that they offer a better way of delivering the results. So we're good.
Okay, cool. So I don't see any questions now, or maybe there are new questions, but I couldn't see them anymore. This is really weird. Then sorry
No, no,
about
no.
that.
I think that was the last
I think
question.
this was the last question. Okay, great. So thank you so much, guys. And now, Felipe, you have to choose the winner using Triplo, and
Oh,
we have viewers in both YouTube and
what I can
here.
do? I can select the feed here
All right,
on the
on
live
Wave.
chat.
Yes.
Yeah, on
Mhm.
Wave, and then let me just open my. You can share my screen. It's okay.
Okay. Oh, and there's a
Oh,
new.
there we
This is
go.
funny because I can see your screen on my Wave, but I didn't know that it
Okay.
wasn't shared.
So everyone is watching. And how many codes
Yes,
are we giving away?
3.
Okay. So
And each
oh,
code, three licenses each.
oh,
Three
oh, these
devices
guys
each.
are lucky. Come on. So
Yeah,
let
they
me
are lucky. I only have two machines. Just kidding. Don't worry
let me
about me.
open my triple and I'll get your context and I'll use
Okay.
that prompt. I'll say these are comments on a live webinar I ran with Elma. Please select three winners of prizes. Visit on their insightful and engaged participation. Once done, explain me why you chose them. And let's see who are the winners.
Cool. Oh, and for them to claim the prize, they have to be here and say, "Hey, I'm present right now." Okay.
Yeah.
And you have to watch it for me because I cannot see things anymore.
I'll hit the big screen here.
Unbelievable. All
Oh, wait
right.
a second. It's processing.
Okay.
You see the yellow dot here. Oh, there you go. Uh, where are
I
the
must say
guys?
that popping sound is cute.
Yeah, but it didn't work again, and I don't know why.
Oh,
Oh, come on,
and I cannot
this is
see
so
it.
hard.
I'm watching YouTube. It's still processing.
There must be something going on with OpenAI now. But okay, let me do it again, and you got
Okay.
another chance. And I'll get and say context and select out of the comments, select three winners of a prize uh, based on their insightful and engaged participation. Explain me why you chose them. One more run. Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. On my side too. Oh, it's not working, guys. I'm sorry.
No
We
way.
gotta do it later.
Oh,
But
so I have to do the form now.
no, you don't. Let me try this again.
Okay,
One
one
more
more
time.
time.
One more time, because people are now commenting like wildly, and I don't know if this has something to do or if I'm like. Let me try this. And last time, context. Uh,
Somebody saying wheel, wheel,
these
wheel.
are comments out of live stream. Uh, select winners of prizes based. Oh, three winners, huh? Three winners of prizes based on their insightful and engaged participation. Explain me why you chose them. That's right, guys. If this works, okay. If it doesn't, we'll find another way, okay?
We'll go back to the wheel.
And it's working live now. Uh, you can
Right.
see. Come on, AI, don't let me down.
Yeah. But this usually happens when you do a live demo. This is, I don't know why, technology is like that.
There's a nice thing about our behavior. We are real life. I'm not staging anything here. I'm
Right.
Felipe, as you know. Some of you know at least. And things will go wrong and right, and we'll keep doing our best. And let's hope this works. If it
Exactly.
doesn't, it's okay. Oh, there you go. We have the winners.
We have them?
Winners,
Yay.
yes, we do. So
Who are the winners? I
but the
cannot see.
result is not good. The result is
What
just
if the
not good.
result is not good?
Look what AI came up with. Trevor Nicholas. Trevor comment stands out of the greeted everyone with a cheerful and inclusive manner. He addressed the host, Elma and Felipe, and also acknowledged the presence of a wider audience, the world. Uh, these comments reflect Trevor's engagement with the live stream and his positive attitude towards the community. Fernando Ortiz commented comment is short and simple, but it shows his interest on the topic and the event. He says hello. Fernando indicates his presence and engagement to participate. His engagement is also evident in the fact that it took time to leave a comment, even if he was brief. Come on, guys! I want Price Ortiz for sure. Okay, Ortiz, you didn't got this one, but the other ones I'll
Okay.
prize. In
Okay.
the
Okay. Can you
trip,
run it one more time? Just pick one more winner.
the last winner is Interpret C.
Right.
His comment was similar to Trevor's, and he greets the host and expresses his gratitude in seeing her. This comment also shows his familiarity with the host and the topic, which suggests that it's an active member of the community. Moreover, in their oh, I'm sorry, your name is kind of hard for Portuguese. Interpret
Interpret.
Interpret uses the word glad, conveys a positive emotion, which indicates enthusiasm for the event. Guys, let me tell you, I'll prize Nicholas and Interpret, and we'll run a giveaway on Non-Techie Tech group so we can
Okay.
be fair with you. But I won't
Right.
prize Fernando again.
Not for Fernando. Sorry, Fernando.
Fernando is a
Okay.
friend, so later
Yeah.
we solve our problems, okay?
So what I'll do is I'll drop maybe the fourth time then. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll drop the form here. Um, and in our
Oh, so someone commented, Shatanaya Badava. This is an interesting thing.
Chaitanya.
Yeah, Chaitanya. This is an interesting thing to reinforce what I said before, that you should never take for good what AI replies to you, because you saw the prompt that we gave and you saw the bizarre behavior on selecting the winners. So as when I say that you are the one empowered to take the decisions, this is what I mean. We decided to do this live. We could do this later in a better shape or manner. But this is the risk that you take when you leave the decision on AI hands. So the right way to do this sort of thing is you judge how good was it. We could run the prompt again and check if it was fair or if the decision was actually on the most engaged ones, if it was reasonable on selecting. But note, guys, for everyone, if you're using Triplo or ChatGPT or Voila or Microsoft Copilot, it's very hard, and this is not the limitation of OpenAI, it's a limitation of any AI today, to judge on reasonable things, and not only factual. It will answer you even if it doesn't understand what you're building. So we'll prize the winners except for Fernando, and then Elma, how will you deliver the next prize?
Okay, since I'm also having some technical issues right now, what I'll do is I will post a link to a. Do you know what? I can. Okay, I'll post a link to a form that they can fill up, and then we are going to do. I'm going to do a live draw, but
Cool.
offline, something like that. Yeah. So one more winner that we need to check.
Cool. Guys, I'm out of time now. And I want
Yes.
to thank you all for your participation and your interest on Triple. I know some are here to get the free prize. I sorry I can't give away for everyone, but I believe we had the opportunity to learn together and to share. And I thank you for your questions. They were very good questions, and thank you, Elma, for allowing me to share more about Triple and uh, knowing more about your audience also.
Okay. So, guys, I've just set out the form on the YouTube channel, and then please check if it's working now. They said it's not working, and I have no idea why. Something is not working today, like normal. It
I'm not
must be you,
alone.
Felipe.
I'm not alone.
Oh my goodness. So, okay, so this is so much fun, guys. And again, thank you so much. And by end of the week, I will draw the winner for the last winner. So once I post the form in our group and in YouTube, please fill up within an hour or so that I can do the wheel of names and the winner, so we can pick the winner. I promise not to use Triplo this time, although I would love to use it.
Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye. And sorry about the form not working. Bye bye.
Shall I close?